All right, you guys, so every year at the Sand Sports Super Show, I always got to talk to Nick Olson. Guy puts out some really good stuff for the off-road community, and we got something new going on now. So the first question, though, I want to ask Nick is, now I heard, you got to clear this up for me, that you guys got a contract with CF Moto, putting out some mirrors for them or something like that, I heard?
There you go, here's the proof. Yeah, we did a collaboration, our first OEM collaboration on some of our Quero Pro mirrors. So linked up with these guys last year, and it's exciting to collaborate with OEM that's on the rise. First off, thanks for having me back on the channel. Excited to be back. I don't know if many of your followers are in the two-wheel world, but CF Moto's been making waves in the two-wheel world with some of their motorcycles as well. So this signifies, in my opinion, their first big foray into the side-by-side sport, side-by-side market.
Yeah, this is awesome. When I saw your YouTube video when you were at the reveal of this and stuff, and so I wanted to talk to you about this. So let's just go over it a little bit and just show me some of the features and everything on it.
I think we should start off, if you viewers haven't noticed, the car retails for $19,999.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
So as we talk about everything else, $20,000. We all know there's all kinds of cool stuff here, particularly at the show, but the prices of these vehicles keep going up and up and up. And this is a 64-inch wide machine, which is probably the most popular segment nationwide, right? So this can work for a lot of people, even if you do want to go to the dunes and anywhere else, because the wider cars hinders you based on where you live, where your subscribers live. So
exactly,
$19,999 overall Z4. So two models. Some of the basics is a 99-inch wheelbase, so almost exact to a KRX 1000. Go to Utah, those things are awesome. Rock climbing, that's a great wheelbase for a 2-seat. There is a 4-seat floating around here. I challenge you to go find it at the MB Court booth. It's an orange one.
Well, looky here. We found it, Nick. This thing is pretty awesome. All right, I'm gonna climb in the back. I'm right around 6'3", and the front seat in the 2-seater was really comfortable. Plenty of leg room. Love the suspension seat, so let's see what it's like back here. Oh yeah. I mean, you guys, actually, plenty of leg room for me. Plenty. You can see the grab handle right there. Of course, this one has a lot of accessories on it, but comfortable. So you can see MB Court right there had their speakers on there. That's an accessory. That doesn't come stock, but it's nice to know you can get that accessory for it. But yeah, you know, brand new motor for CF Moto, 3-cylinder turbocharged. I hope it's reliable. Really don't know yet. I think it will be, because all the other CF Motos have been really reliable, and they put a lot of thought and a lot of work into this. So, man, I'm so glad to see that they're coming out with these products and they're keeping the prices down low. This is what we need. All right, let's get back to Nick.
I think you should sit in it, because you're all like me.
I'm gonna let my wife do the filming now,
because all those numbers should hopefully lead to a comfortable cockpit. So give us your thought of, like, being a tall guy, leg room. You can move the seat forward and back if you like, of course.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is nice.
So they've got a lot of talented employees that worked at other OEMs, and they thought a lot about getting in and out and being comfortable. Since you're in the car, we should probably talk about the interior. Cool steering wheel. You got your push start.
Yeah, right here.
I'm going to get out of this for a second. We'll save this for the end. But right here, you're going to notice on this dial, you've got 3 different power modes you can adjust on the fly. So you got trail, sport, and comfort mode. Wow. So 3 power settings. You also notice right here, you've got different suspension modes. So I'm going to go over to here, hit vehicle. So also on the fly, you can adjust your suspension to, here you go, firm, medium, and soft. So really cool feature benefits, again, for 20 grand. And you also have 4 adjustable EPS modes.
Man, that's amazing for the price.
Yeah.
Oh.
And since we're inside the car, you're gonna notice pretty clean setup, a nice billet shifter. Got your switches for accessories. Another nice feature, this is your winch. Comes stock standard. Winch and bumper for 20 grand.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
It is. It really is.
And this is pretty cool. This is integration system, first in industry, Apple CarPlay. So little behind the scenes Apple CarPlay, to even get that, they are paying a royalty to Apple.
Wow.
To have that. And there has to be a quality of resolution of the screen for that to be okay. There has to be a touch button. So there's certain things you have to do, and maybe that's why we haven't seen any other OEMs come out to market with it first. So
okay.
They're really proud of the fit and finish. I'd like to hear what you think. The comfort of the seats, the look of the quality of the materials, they're really proud of the paint. I did a little digging on Apple CarPlay. Now, it's cool to say, hey, I can go order Domino's pizza from my side-by-side. Dunkin' Donuts. I use those examples because only certain apps are integrated to CarPlay.
Yeah.
So one app that I think is worth mentioning, I've talked a lot, done some sponsored content, is Onyx Off-Road. So check this out. This is integrating with my phone. So we go over here, you can see some of the rides I've done, and then points of interest, that thing like that. So Onyx already has some trails popped in, and you can recenter here. You can go ahead and start a ride.
See, this is what I want to learn how to use right here.
So exit out of here. So here is where you could mark your location, you know, sand show booth, start a ride, tracking, post a ride. But what I like about it is Onyx is a great solution for those of you that maybe haven't invested in a GPS. It's a $30 app. Use it on your phone. Hey, if you're new to the sport, even if you're like me, you've been to Glamis 100 times, soon get turned around, you're not going to get lost. And as you can see, this will work great.
That is awesome.
Great if you're exploring a new area, or you're trying to make it to the hill at night in Glamis.
Yeah, we just got back. We went up to Idaho, Avery, Idaho, and rode up. We just got back yesterday, or the day before, and I knew I had already researched some of the trails, but this is what I was trying to get before we went. I wanted something like this. So yeah, this is the way it comes with this, right?
Yes.
That is just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you can shift to 4-wheel drive on the fly. You've got your locker here. More basic statistics for your subscribers: 143 horsepower, so turbocharged. So at the base model, you're coming in with a higher horsepower than any base 8 UTV. The next closest is the Can-Am at 120 horse.
Okay. And this is a 3-cylinder, right?
Yes. Brand new motor, 3-cylinder, and I think you're going to see this in some other cool vehicles they got coming in the next 12 months.
Yeah. Now, what about? Do you know what their warranty is on this?
1 year.
1 year. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to say industry standard is 6 months. Certain OEMs, like, they'll offer more as an incentive. I think Polaris might have a 2-year on some of the vehicles based on sales.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's 1 year on this.
Right.
And then you got some storage on both sides,
Well, you do have
Awesome.
which is kind of a rare.
Yeah.
This is a pop out. Actually, you got the fuel cell up here.
Okay.
And here's where you're gonna fill your
right
fuel.
up there, right on the front. And this has suspension seats, I heard too, right?
Yes.
Doesn't it have suspension seats on it? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is awesome. I'm telling you, CF Moto is really, dude, they come a long way.
How tall are you, and how does it feel?
It feels great. I'm almost 6'3".
What vehicle did you guys drive in Idaho?
We have a Terex.
Okay.
Just the regular 800.
How does it feel compared to the Terex?
Yeah, I mean, there's no comparison, really. I mean, the Terex is kind of like a sport utility, but I do reviews for Kawasaki, and the last one we took out was their 4-seat KRX, and that thing was awesome. But it had, you know, the live valve and everything on it. But what you're getting with this for the price, you're getting more than what you're getting with the KRX, and it's cheaper. Yeah. That's what I mean. I love Kawasaki. Don't get me wrong. I love them, you know. But I'm glad to see that CF Moto's coming. They're doing this kind of stuff now, and they're still keeping their price down. I just hope it doesn't go up as it gets popular. You know how things are.
I like too with this release. It's simple: a black one and an orange one, a 2-seater and a 4-seater.
Yeah.
They have a couple accessories. You know, I think that's where they're at. I think the production of this has moved to Mexico, so I think they're going to sell a lot of these. I think on the showroom floor, you know, a lot of people might have a brand that they're going to buy, but a lot of people go into their local dealership, and when you sit and touch and feel things, so when I used to work for Polaris back, a while ago, they would still lose out to Can-Am. The fit and finish is very important to a lot of people, and a lot of people are expecting, I think, this level from their daily driver vehicles as we've leveled up with machinery.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
One more like banger feature dollar benefit is coming stock for the short-term future with iBox springs.
Okay.
Most everybody that buys stock UTV knows the stock springs could always be better. It's a price point. So you've got iBox springs off the showroom floor. It was a big deal for them to integrate with Fox. You're seeing double shear on a lot of the pickup points. Trailing arms in the back, so 17 inches of travel in the front, 20 inches of travel in the rear. Storage is a bit limited, and one thing that's going to be interesting to see how the cookie crumbles, you'll notice there's no radiator in the front. All the cooling's in the rear. So this is supposed to be directing cool air for your intake and for your clutching, and here down below is for your radiator. So how is it going to hold up when it's 95 degrees with the windshield, right? Speed UTV, I think, is the only other vehicle that's come out where all the cooling's in the rear.
Yeah.
So that poses a lot of challenges. They did this because they wanted the driver, passenger to not be hot, right?
Yeah.
We've all kind of realized at this point in the game, like I mentioned on a previous year, it's above 80 degrees, it's going to be warm.
Yeah.
Even if you're going 50 miles an hour or you're going 2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So.
Now, one thing I wanted to note, I noticed. Speed UTV. The axle's on the speeder. Now, so is that like the double plunge or?
Yeah, I think it's first off suspension design. You kind of got your standard trailing arm with double radius rods, but you also notice there's another toe link to help control the geometry of the rear end. And then I think this is just adding more reliability, having the axle plunge because there is a lot of movement going in and out. And it takes a little bit of load off of the CVs. I think this motor is capable of a lot more horsepower. You see some mounts for an alternator.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, air conditioning.
Exactly.
So, you know, you got to think about OEMs are doing it right. They're designing these platforms to work with a variety of vehicles as they build it out.
Yeah.
You know, and you think this is a powerhouse that's going to last for a while. So it's very interesting to see how she's going to hold up.
Awesome, awesome, man. Well, thanks, Nick. As usual, man.
Always a pleasure.
I love talking to you, man.
Thanks for having me on your channel. Thanks for the time.
You know it. And you guys, check out Chupacabra Off-Road. Nick Olson, he is the owner. Love the guy. All right. There you have it, guys. The brand new Z10 from CF Moto. I mean, when you take a close look at this unit, you guys, it's amazing. It's built well. It's got a brand new motor, 3-cylinder, turbocharged, but if it's like the other units that CF Moto makes, I believe it's going to be a very good unit. And the price, $20,000, this is what we need in the industry, you guys, because the prices of these things are just getting out of control. And the normal individual, you know, you just can't afford paying $40,000 and $50,000 for these units. It's just ridiculous. So kudos to CF Moto. Kudos to Nick Olson and Chupacabra Off-Road for landing an account like that with a big OEM manufacturer. Really proud for you, Nick, and thanks once again for being on the show. All right, you guys, stay tuned for episodes coming up. We've got so many good episodes, more from the Sand Sports Super Show, and what I'm really excited about is the ride of a lifetime. Keep that in mind. That's the name of the video. It's going to be coming up, the ride of a lifetime, and you guys, I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this episode because once you see it, you're going to want to do the same thing. I'm Kerry Clark for Outdoor Madness. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up and subscribe, and you know the story. I'll see you somewhere in the great outdoors.